Okay, it's about time we pointed out that there are traits that aren't very heritable, meaning that they don't have a high heritability. For example, monozygotic twins can easily be discordant with regards to religious belief. This touches back more on what we discussed in Lesson 1 when we first introduced the idea of traits, and we discussed the idea of a learned versus innate trait. In this case, we're talking about a lower heritability, meaning that it's more of a learned trait. It has more to do with your environmental factors, such as which culture a person might be raised in. So in other words, the low concordance rate of religious belief between monozygotic twins results in a lower heritability. So let's think about it again on our scale of heritability. Religious belief would be down here, because the variation we see in our population of people who believe in different things has very little to do with any kind of genetic factor at all. It's all based on how this person was raised. Whereas at the other end of the spectrum, we have one of the highest heritabilities for eye color, because this is largely controlled by your genetics. The environment has almost nothing to do with this trait. And then we could have a trait somewhere in the middle like lung cancer, which we know can be heritable due to genetic factors. But in the human population, we see a lot of variability in this trait due to environmental components such as cigarette smoking. So remember, in our journey to better understand complex traits, when we use our twin studies to determine or estimate an amount of heritability, we're much better off following up genetically on those traits that appear to have a larger genetic component than those that don't.